see if I can catch it on camera this time.
Kau lapar nasi ke setan? Bismillah lagi. Ada dua setan. Duduk diamlah. Apa lagi ni?
Alright, you guys, I'm just curious, why would you continue to record while you're going into the bathroom? Like, that doesn't make sense, so it has to be scripted, right?
A woman from France named Rosanna shared a video that left a lot of people uneasy. She was home alone when she started hearing something strange. It sounded like a man crying, low, constant, like someone was sobbing in another room. Following the sound, she realized it was coming from the bathroom. Even though she knew no one else was there, she decided to check. And that's when she captured something truly unsettling. Watch very closely.
I'm scared. Like, I almost had a jump scare. I almost screamed just a little bit, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I know it's
as soon as she opens the door, the scene is already strange. The shower head is on the floor. The shower doors are wide open, as if someone had just stepped out. But there's no one there. Then, when she reviews the footage, she notices something even more disturbing. The exact moment the door opens and the light comes on, a dark mass seems to dissipate rapidly, as if it had been there just seconds before. Rosanna steps in, searches, but finds absolutely nothing. No hiding spots, no...
Yeah, but you know what? My thing is, okay, if you're going to be a ghost and you're doing your thing in the shower or whatever, why disappear whenever somebody comes in or the light is turned on or whatever? Why are you hiding? You're already gone anyway. What is the purpose? What is the purpose?
Explanation. After other similar incidents in the house, she believes it wasn't a coincidence. To her, something is there, something that can't be seen directly. But for some reason, the camera managed to capture it.
Okay.
A man named Ravier began to realize something was wrong during his overnight shifts. He works alone on the side of a highway, operating a kind of toll station for trucks, an isolated place, silent, where, in theory, nothing should ever happen. But night after night, strange things began to repeat. Sounds appearing out of nowhere, objects out of place, and a constant feeling of being watched. Unable to ignore it anymore, he decided to grab his phone and start recording what was happening.
Tanto rato, 15 segundos ya, cabros. Están golpeados, ustedes están escuchando. Les voy a mostrar cómo está afuera para que vean que afuera tampoco anda nadie. Miren, miren, no se ve nadie afuera. La moto ahí, acá no hay nadie tampoco. Que me comentaron que mostrar las dos manos cuando va a ser de nuevo para mostrar también que no soy yo. Y hago este video, bueno, vamos al turno de noche, ya como el 20. Hago este video para que ustedes lo compartan también y ver si a alguien más le pasa. Para eso son estos videos turno de noche, lo grabo para eso. Así que nada, cabros.
In one of those recordings, after hearing unexplained knocking, he points the camera around, and that's when something appears. In the reflection of the glass, a dark shape shows up, almost like a face staring back at him. Quick, subtle, but impossible to miss. Days later, more signs begin to appear. Stones scattered across the ground, as if someone had passed through, even though no one was there. Confused, he decides to go beyond the spot where he usually stays, trying to figure out where it's all coming from. But what he finds is even worse.
Bueno, cabrón, 3 de la mañana y se ve como una silueta de un hombre parada allá. Está muy lejos, por eso no se ve tan bien. Le voy a dar todo el zoom para que vean ahí.
The atmosphere grows tense again. The sounds return, louder this time. And then, as he looks out into the darkness of the road, he sees it, a figure standing in the distance.
Could just be a
not
person.
moving, not making a sound. At 3 a.m. in a place that
First of all, why do you need to be making a sound at 3 a.m.? Like, what if this person just pulled over to go pee? Okay, what, do they need to scream to the whole forest that they're out there taking a whiz? What?
that should be completely empty. In that moment, any doubt disappears, because whatever that is, it shouldn't be there. And maybe the most disturbing thought of all is how long it had been watching him before he ever noticed it. A mother known as Hannah went through some truly terrifying moments after she started suspecting that her daughter's stuffed animal wasn't as harmless as it seemed. At first glance, it's just a regular toy, nothing scary about it. But somehow, it was enough to make this mother take an extreme decision. She destroyed it. It all started on what seemed like a perfectly normal day. She was at home with a religious chant playing softly in the background when she noticed something strange happening. Watch closely. In the footage, the stuffed animal seems to move its eyes, and we're not talking about any electronic mechanism. These are stitched eyes, made entirely of thread, something that simply shouldn't move. But when you zoom in, it gets even creepier. The eyes seem to follow you, almost like they're alive. After posting the video, a lot of followers started speculating. Some suggested that the religious chant might have disturbed some entity, causing this manifestation. Frightened, Hannah didn't want to take any chances. She waited until her children were out of the house and destroyed the stuffed animal. Now, she hopes it's finally over. But the question remains, was it just an illusion? Or was something really trying to manifest itself through the toy? I can't wait to hear what you think in the comments section. A girl using an anonymous account started posting a series of videos recorded late at night, and what she shows is, to say the least, disturbing. According to her, it all began on what seemed like a normal night when she woke up to the sound of someone walking around her living room. She lives completely alone, which makes everything even stranger. Even though she was scared, she grabbed her phone and started recording, trying to figure out what was happening.
I'm recording this to see if I can catch it on camera this time. But I'm home alone for the night, and I swear I've been hearing noises. And usually this happens, but this time I'm so fucking annoyed.
Isn't that a cat?
Tell me that you can hear that.
Girl, get up and turn the light on.
This happens so much now. I'm tired.
Let me tell you something. If I hear somebody walking around in my house and I know that I'm living here alone, I'm going to go check it out. Because what are you doing in my house? First of all, the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my light. Okay? And probably call the cops.
As she films the hallway in silence, something unexpected happens. A voice comes from the other side of her bedroom door, low and close, saying just, "Hello." The sound is clear enough to leave no doubt. There was something there. Fear takes over, but things only get worse. Sometime later, she wakes again, this time to noises coming from the closet. Not knowing what to do, but already in full panic, she decides to record once more, trying to capture anything that might explain what's going on. Inside the closet, a pale figure can be seen, with a distorted appearance.
Oh, is
almost
it
like
distorted?
it's trying to form a human face, but failing. The scene lasts only a few seconds, but it's enough to make her run back to the bedroom and lock the door. With no answers and completely shaken, she says she wants to get out of the house as fast as possible, especially since it's located in the Appalachian region, known for strange stories and reports. But at the moment, she has no way to leave. The account Arash Afnan belongs to a father who's been documenting strange occurrences involving his own family. According to him, it all started when his son began complaining about a doll that made strange sounds during the night. At first, he didn't take it seriously, but one night, the same sounds began echoing through the house while everyone else was asleep, except the boy. Frightened, he realized the noise was coming from the kitchen and grabbed his phone to prove he wasn't imagining things. And what he captured changed everything.
Bising, bising, bising. Nak tidur pun tak boleh. Hantu punya setan, mana kau sorok? Kau lapar nasi ke setan? Bisinglah lagi. Ada dua setan. Duduk diamlah. Apa lagi ni?
In the footage, a vase starts moving on its own. At first, it's subtle, almost imperceptible, but within seconds, the movement grows stronger, as if something is pushing from inside the cabinet. Not understanding what's happening, the boy gathers his courage and opens the door, and there it is, the doll, right where the sound seemed to be coming from. Terrified, he shuts the cabinet immediately, trying to process what he just saw. But when he decides to open it again, the doll is simply gone, disappeared. And the worst part? The sounds keep going. When the father watches the recording, his reaction is immediate. Now, he believes there may be something attached to that object, something that shouldn't be there.
Where is it?
Then the question remains, where did that doll go? And did it really leave at all?
Creepy.
In December 2022, a terrifying video began circulating online. In it, we see two friends who had just received a notification from their security system, alerting them that something had been detected at the door of the cabin where they live. It was already late at night, and they weren't expecting anyone. When they checked the footage, everything looked normal. The door was closed. Outside, there was only darkness. No movement, nothing unusual. But just a few minutes later, everything changes. They start hearing voices coming from inside the cabin itself. Not footsteps, not house noises. Voices coming from the kitchen. The atmosphere instantly turns heavy.
Where's the light?
Scared, they decide to go check. And that's when things become truly terrifying.
Why is the background audio removed? So we can't hear the voices?
Everything happened last time. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot. There's nothing in your... I wish you quit doing that. Me too.
Did y'all see anything? Because I didn't see it. Let me know. I don't see anything. Let me back it up.
The door.
I don't see it.
The door slowly opens on its own, and in the darkness, almost blending into the night, a figure appears. Too tall, unnaturally proportioned, motionless, as if it were just waiting. Then it makes a sound, a low, strange, deeply unsettling sound, enough to send both of them into a panic as they run without looking back. Later, they remember something they had ignored. Before moving in, they had heard rumors that the cabin was haunted, but they never believed it until that night. Because after what they saw, there's one question that's hard to ignore. A mother recently reported that strange things have been happening in her home. At first, they were almost imperceptible. Over time, however, the signs became clear. Her daughter would wake up in the middle of the night, crying and pointing at empty corners, saying someone was watching her. Toys started appearing in places where no one had left them. The mother tried to find logical explanations: imagination, fear of the dark, nothing supernatural, but something inside her told her this wasn't normal. Then one night, the home camera captured something that could no longer be ignored. She doesn't have any pets, yet it's possible to see something manipulating an object, a cord being pulled, as if an invisible hand were there, aware of what it was doing. It's not a random movement, it's intentional. Some who watched the video believe it could be a playful spirit, perhaps trying to get attention or communicate in some way. And if it's already interacting with the environment, how far could this presence go? During a night shift, a man decided to record something strange inside the funeral home where he works as a night watchman. It all started when he began hearing unusual noises throughout the building. Low sounds, hard to identify, seeming to come from different directions. Intrigued, and at the same time uneasy, he grabbed his phone and started walking through the dark corridors, trying to find the source. But what happens next is far more terrifying than he expected.
Now, you already know what I'm going to say. If you are at work, what is the problem with you turning the freaking lights on? Like, turn the lights on so you can see what you're supposed to be doing as your job. That's it. That's it, guys.
Expected.
Estos son los ataúdes que tengo, güey. No más. Y las urnas, no sé si la pinche una mí. Dejo. Vete a la verga, qué pedo. A ver, aguanta, güey. ¿Qué pedo con esta madre? Ah, vete a la verga, güey. Pues deja fijarme, qué pedo. ¿Esta madre sí está bien? Como te iba diciendo, bien vergueado nos dan, güey. Pedo. Güey, creo que se ve algo, vamos a la verga.
As he moves forward, the sounds become clearer, like knocks echoing through the silence. Following the noise, he comes to a door, and in front of the camera, it closes on its own. Even hesitant, he gathers his courage and decides to check it out. As he approaches, he finds nothing, an empty space. No one there, no sign of intrusion, just a closed iron door. But something even stranger happens. He begins to feel a sharp pain at that spot, as if the environment itself were pressing down on him. Confused, he steps back, and then the door slams again behind him. In the reflection of the movement, he turns around, and for a brief moment, a dark figure can be seen standing still, as if watching. The video ends there, and after that, it's hard not to wonder what was really in that place.
I don't know.
To come closer.
And how was wait. How is all of that going on anyways with the huge cross there and everything? It's supposed to be holy and sacred and all that. How is all of that happening in there?
shared happy moments with her best friend, her dog. She even created a TikTok account dedicated to him, where she posted cheerful, playful videos full of love and affection. For a long time, nothing out of the ordinary happened. No sign of anything strange, but that changed recently when she decided to post a recording made inside her own home. And what appears in it is, to say the least, disturbing.
Ba't ka nag-react ng ganyan? Yung walang tao dyan. Ay, kaki, nagulat ako. Nagulat ako. Putik yan.
What was that? Did y'all see that?
Halika na! Tana! Ah!
In the video, the dog is calm until suddenly he stops. He goes completely still and begins staring intently at the living room, right in the direction of the stairs,
Look
as
at
if
that.
he's seeing
Yeah, exactly.
something.
Did you see that? Look.
Apparently, there's no one there, just a doll placed in that corner. According to the owner, the dog has never behaved like this before. He doesn't usually react that way, and certainly not without reason. And that raises a chilling question. What exactly was he seeing at that moment
That
no
doll?
one else could see?
I seen that immediately.
What seemed like just another ordinary night at work turned into a terrifying experience for Pablo Rivero. He was alone when he started hearing something strange coming from the darkness. At first, it was just distant sounds, but they quickly escalated into screams. Loud, disturbing screams that echoed through the area, even though there was no one around. Not understanding what was happening, fear took over. Instinctively, Pablo ran and hid inside a guard booth, trying to protect himself from whatever was out there. But it quickly became clear, whatever it was, it had no intention of leaving.
Son las 3:30 de la mañana. Salí por el motivo de hacer mi recorrido diario de la noche. Salí a hacer un recorrido y escuché un grito, así que me he resguardado acá adentro de la garita, por motivo de que escuché ruidos bastante de soberbios. Está sucediendo en este momento, así que no sé qué. No sé, señor supervisor, lo que tiene que hacer, porque lo que me pasó hace 24 horas está pasando medio paranormal esto. Así que voy a ir donde están los ruidos en este momento.
Okay.
Se está yendo de las manos esto que está
You see the
sucediendo.
flickering in the window?
No quiero perder el tema de la noción, pero realmente...
Look, let me tell you something. What I don't understand is when they start doing all of that, like they can't open the door, can't they just like literally walk straight through the wall? Why do they do this? It doesn't make sense. No.
Estoy medio paralizado con lo que viene sucediendo. Realmente... Directamente estoy cagado de miedo. Así que...
In the footage, you can hear the screams clearly, unsettling sounds, hard to explain, as if they were coming from something that shouldn't exist there. And then, things get even worse. Knocks begin hitting the booth, hard, repeated, as if something was trying to break in, or maybe force him out. Pablo stays hidden the entire time, completely overwhelmed by panic, not daring to even look outside. But what's even more chilling isn't just what he captured on video, it's what happened afterward. After posting this video, Pablo never appeared again. No updates, no explanation, no trace. And that leaves a haunting question, impossible to ignore. Did he manage to get out? Or did whatever was outside finally get in?
And do what?
While I was digging through strange reports, I came across a terrifying video on Reddit. According to the post, it was recorded by a man who works at a workshop out in the middle of nowhere, far from the city. One night, the security system went off. Not understanding why, he decided to check, and what he saw was enough to make him grab his phone and start recording. Watch closely.
Spooky.
In the footage, a female figure appears. She's wearing a long white dress and
That's
slowly
Cinderella?
emerges from the darkness, as if she had come out of nowhere. For a few moments, she moves around the area before simply vanishing, disappearing completely from sight. The man was deeply shaken. After all, the area is completely isolated. No houses, no traffic, nothing that could explain someone being there. And that's exactly what makes it so unsettling. Some believe it might be something beyond our understanding, perhaps an entity tied to the location, or even a presence that only shows itself at night, taking advantage of the isolation to appear without being disturbed. Whatever it was, it didn't seem lost. It seemed like it belonged there.
Ooh, number 1.
The video you're about to see was posted by the account Lucky6, and it shows something that started as a simple nighttime recording of a cat and ended up becoming extremely disturbing. Luke, the owner, only intended to keep an eye on his cat, Bear, while he slept. But what the camera captured changed everything.
Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Do you see that in the corner? Oh. Wait. Y'all see that? Even the cat's gonna check it out.
While Bear was resting peacefully on the bed, the Annabelle doll in the room began to move on its own, as if it were waving. Shortly after, a small teddy bear fell to the floor for no apparent reason, and a lamp in the background started flickering irregularly, creating an even more unsettling atmosphere. Shocked, Luke decided to record everything again in another video.
Okay, what's going on? Oh.
In the new footage, the events repeat themselves in an even more terrifying way. The doll moves again, the teddy bear falls at the exact same moment, and this time, Annabelle herself drops to the ground. Bear, curious, walks closer to investigate, but remains unharmed. Whether it's an invisible presence manipulating the objects, an unexplained phenomenon, or something even more disturbing, the repetition of these events makes one thing clear. There's something strange in that room. But the real question is Luke really alone with whatever is there? Or is something else watching him?
What exactly are you talking about, guy? He has an Annabelle doll in his room. So obviously he's not alone, and it's moving by itself. Hello? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.